Now, the city of Cape Coral is holding a water conservation town hall so people can learn ways to qualify for a $500 rebate while saving water. Parts of the Northwest Cape are under a water shortage warning. We've been telling you about this. Wells running dry for weeks now, and now many homeowners are being forced to pay thousands of dollars to drill their wells deeper.
Well, I noticed my yard was getting a little dry, and I checked my sprinklers out and they didn't work. There was no pressure to the pump.
The city is working to get every home on city water and sewer services, but that project won't be complete for another 20 years. So in the meantime, families will have to limit how much water they use.
Tonight, NBC2's Rachel Whelan went to the city to find out how it's working to keep the water flowing.
The stakes are high this dry season. You may have noticed a lot more pink flags like this in your neighborhood. That's because Cape Coral is cracking down on water violations. In a time when some people are completely out of water, they say it's important that everyone does their part.
Sprinkler patrol is a priority for code enforcement officers in Cape Coral right now.
We're looking just for watering when you're doing this, no other violations.
Every night, Officer Andrew Wagner is looking for people running their sprinklers at the wrong day or time. Just last week, the department issued 400 violations.
A lot of people sometimes don't know, so it's just, I would consider a lot of it educational, especially the first time.
Wagner told us he had patrolled these same roads just days before. But sure enough,
so here, got one right here.
We found a violator within the first 30 minutes. Luckily for this homeowner, Andrew saw it was their first violation.
I've got that carbon copy in there for them. The watering schedule's in there.
That means Andrew will just stake a warning to their front yard. But if they continue to break the rules, they could face fines as high as $400.
Water's a shared resource that interconnects with the environment, economy, and our quality of life down here. And if we lose that, I mean, there's a lot of people are on wells still. If that goes dry, it's going to be a while till a lot of people do get put on city water.
For people like Luis Benitez, it'll be more than a decade until the UEP makes it to his neighborhood. He lives between Burnt Store Road and Van Buren Parkway. He says his well has dried up twice in the past 4 years, costing him nearly $4,000.
As a matter of fact, on my block here, there's 3 houses that had the same issue.
He agrees that everyone should conserve water, but thinks the city should do more.
It's not going to get any better right now as more houses are being built.
I'm reporting in Cape Coral, Rachel Whelan, NBC2.
We asked the city if they'd ever consider putting a moratorium on building. Of course, that would need to be a decision made by council. We also asked the UEP and potentially picking up the pace to areas impacted during a drought. The city said before utilities can be expanded to any area, it must be 30% built out. Otherwise, the system wouldn't work properly.